For the first time since 2013, Fernando Alonso has a car he can fight with on home soil. But will his home race in Spain be bueno or malo? So after a run of 5 street circuits, or at least non-permanent courses in a row, F1 returns to a traditional racing circuit, and where better than the home of testing, the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And this year the chicane in the final sector has been removed, so we're back to the pair of fast right-handers for the first time since 2006. And the big question is whether that will improve overtaking. It will certainly look visually more impressive and faster, and in some ways it will improve the overtaking because a quicker car can follow through the new design better than it could through the chicane, which always was a concertina of one car getting on the power earlier than the other. You had to be basically right up behind on the gearbox of the car in front to get the pass done, although we did see with the introduction of DRS that improve. However, with DRS zones likely to be shorter again this weekend, we might find ourselves back in the position of overtaking being difficult, or they'll be really long and it'll just be drive-bys, and we don't really have that happy medium. So with all that in mind, I'm going to make some predictions. And first of all, we're going to start with pole position. That is going to Max Verstappen. The Red Bull driver produced a scintillating lap, well, at least the final sector in Monaco, so he'll be coming off a high in qualifying from there. And this circuit is just going to suit Red Bull down to the ground, isn't it? The platform they have aerodynamically, the driver they've got in the car. I'd expect a front row lockout because I can't see anyone really quick enough to challenge them over one lap. Perhaps Ferrari, maybe Mercedes. I don't think Aston Martin will be in the hunt for pole position this weekend. But Red Bull will probably have this sewn up barring a complete disaster. And so to the race, my winner is Max Verstappen for many of the reasons that I've just said. I don't see anyone, at least in qualifying, able to challenge them, and they just go away in the race. They've just got such a good race car. And even if they are in the pack, the DRS is just so brutally powerful on the Red Bull, and they just fly past everybody. Like it's Mercedes in 2014. They were just blasting past everyone they sat behind. So we've seen it before, and I think Max Verstappen will win the race. Moving to second place, I'm going for a bold call on this one. Lewis Hamilton is going to finish second this weekend, and I think this will definitely be the first real opportunity to see the Mercedes upgrades, and for them to assess the car. They said they'll get a better read of it. Of course they will. They introduced them at Monaco instead of Imola, where they were supposed to, but of course that was cancelled for all the right reasons. And Hamilton is excellent around the Spanish layout. He's got 6 victories there, tied with Michael Schumacher. And if you remember last year, where he battled back from a lap 1 puncture after colliding with Kevin Magnussen's Haas on the first lap, he was among the fastest drivers on the circuit in Spain last year. And without it, it could easily have been a podium for the 7-time champion. So absolutely don't put it past him to deliver a podium this weekend. And in third place, Fernando Alonso. I've gone for one Red Bull on the podium. I think Checo is about to hit a run of form that completely nullifies any hopes of a title bid on his part. And it's a shame because I like Checo. He's doing a decent job, but Monaco has really put him on the back foot, and I think Spain is going to be pain for him. And so that means Fernando Alonso is getting a home podium, and this circuit should be decent for the Aston Martin. I don't think they'll be close enough to Red Bull to challenge for pole position, although the long main straight will hurt them. They will have the performance through the corners. They've got a very good car in corners, as they showed around Monaco. It's Alonso in Spain, so don't be surprised that if he's starting on the second row, we see the Spaniard leading out of turn 1. After all, we've seen it twice before in 2011 and 2012. I said it's going to be pain for Sergio Perez. It's also going to be pain for Ferrari. They botched their Monaco race last weekend, and I think they're just going to slide away from that P2 battle in the Constructors' Championship between Mercedes and Aston Martin, who are separated by just a single point. On that note, I think Mercedes are going to move ahead of Aston Martin this weekend. They're going to outscore the green team, and that's solely because Lance Stroll is on a downward trajectory right now, and that's really damaging his team's chances against Mercedes and potentially even Ferrari if they get their act together. So they're my predictions. Let me know in the comments what you think this weekend's result is going to be. If you enjoyed this video, give it a nice big thumbs up. Share if you really enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Grand Prix content. And thanks very much for watching.